Gajendra, one direct question is to you. So Gajendra, can you tell me what are the benefits of RDBMS that we have?
Relational database management system, RDBMS, and RDBMS database help in making the management system like RDBMS and
Okay, time's up. Thank you, Gajendra. Sorry, -5 for you.
Just one question before this. I mean, if anyone from any team member is not able to answer, then the chance will be given to other members, or it will go to other team directly.
Other team.
Okay.
Directly. Okay. So from the other team, let me choose. Maybe say Nikita. What are the advantages of RDBMS?
So RDBMS stores the data in the form of a table which consists of rows and columns. It is a structured database in which we can minimize the amount of errors as well. So when we store the data in the form of columns and rows, each column gets the proper data type. Like if it is the column name is employee number, we'll only have to insert employee number only. We shouldn't insert employee name or anything else. So the data will be in a structured format if we choose RDBMS database.
Any other thing besides this? Only one thing, that the data will be stored in the form of tables and we will give a proper structure. Okay, no problem. I'll move to next team. Deepika, can you tell complete answer?
DMS means relational database management system. There we can store the data in the form of tables. In that we have in the tables we have that columns and rows. We can insert the data in that tables. There we can access the data easily, and there is no data redundancy as there. And apart from that, we can access the data to analyze for the business users.
Okay, still that वो जो नमक होना चाहिए ना, that is still missing. So what it should be the answer? You should say that it is a relational database management system. In a relational database management system, the data is stored in the form of rows and columns. That means we are giving the data a structure. And since there is a structure that is available, it is becoming very easy to access the data and manipulate the data. We can ensure that we can provide constraints in our data structure, due to which we would be able to avoid any sorts of redundancy in the data, and also we would be ensuring that the integrity of the data is maintained. It supports transactional data as well. And that's the reason any sorts of transactional data that gets accumulated in our day-to-day lives can also be extracted from the relational database management system. And with the help of relational database management system, we can enforce more security as compared to other database management systems. 4 or 5 pointers I think I have given in the notes. You can frame the answer like the way you want. Okay. So this is the complete answer. Likhita and Deepika will get 1 marks each. So next direct question is for Manmesh, the captain. So Manmesh, can you tell me what's the difference between DTL and DML commands?
DDL, okay. So basically, DML is basically the data manipulation language command.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Data manipulation data manipulation language command. So basically, it targets the manipulation of the data, as in manipulation of the data in the table. Whereas DDL is basically data definition language command, which targets the structure of the data. DML consists of demo, that is delete, insert, merge, update command, wherein DDL consists of cat d, that is create, alter, truncate, and delete commands. The DML basically DML commands does not affect the structure of the table, whereas DDL command affects the structure of the table. Apart from
What
that,
do you mean by affecting the structure of the
yes.
table?
Affecting the structure meaning basically we are adding a table, adding a column, dropping a column, modifying the data types, that is incrementing the data type size, and also changing the data type size.
Okay, good. Got it.
Also changing the data.
5 marks to you. Good job. Next direct question is for Priya. Priya, can you tell me what's the difference between delete and delete and update commands? Delete and truncate, sorry. Delete and truncate commands.
Delete command used to delete all the specific records row by row, and truncate is delete all the records at once. In delete we can use the where clause, but in a truncate we cannot use the where clause. Delete is a slower process because it is delete row by row, and truncate is a faster process. And in delete release reset the delete reset the memory, so sorry identity will be get reset, and truncate will not reset the identity. Sorry, I confused. And delete not release the memory, truncate release the memory.
If truncate is releasing the memory, then why identity is not reset in truncate then?
So that's identity not.
You mentioned that truncate does not reset identity. And then you are telling that truncate is releasing the memory. Then both the statements are contradicting.
Truncate reset the memory, delete not.
So what happens to the identity?
Means in case we have set the identity on table, so and we delete all the data, then in truncate it will generate the employee ID number, and delete continues with the previous one.
What is an identity? What do you mean by this?
Identity is a auto generated sequence number. The syntax of the identity is it is a like auto increment. The syntax of the identity is seed comma increment, like the start value and the increment value.
Where do we need to put the identity in order to generate the sequence number? Where should I define it?
It is on column employee number.
No, what's the syntax to define it? How do
Okay, suppose there is a customer table, then customer ID data type is integer, then identity within bracket start value and increment value.
Okay, good. But see, the main problem when you delivered is that it raised a question in my mind that are you answering with understanding the concepts or not? Okay, so it gave me a little bit of memorized answer. Okay, so we will try to avoid that. Okay, don't get so much nervous and tension. Okay,
Yes.
so 5 points to you.
Thank you.
Next direct question is for Satya. So Satya, if I want to change the data type of my existing field, how will I be able to do that?
Data type of existing field. So So we can update, we can use the update, and we can change the data type of the field. Like the syntax for the update will be update, and then like a table, and then a column. We can set that column, and then data type for that column.
That's incorrect. Let's move to maybe say Vishal.
Hello.
Yes.
Yes, Deep. If you want to change the data type of the existing field, so there we can use the alter command. So we can write like as a alter table name, and if we want to change the data type, we can write like alter constraint. Add then call
I'm not adding a column. I'm
wait,
changing the data type.
data types. Basically, we use to change the data type for the command. I just can we use the modifier?
I don't know. No problem. I'll move to Daphne.
Yeah, alter table using, as Vishal mentioned, we will be using the alter table command, and the syntax will be alter table name, and then what column we are going to alter, that will be alter column. That column name we have to mention, and then which data type we are going to change, whether it's int or varchar, that we have to mention.
Yes. Alter table name, alter column name, and then you specify whatever data type you want. Okay. So Satya -5, Daphne 5. Okay. Next direct question is for Shruti is not there, right? Next direct question is for Vishal. So Vishal, suppose there is a data set that I have, okay, and my business wants that last month, last day, how much sales did I do? What will be your recommendation to the business? How to extract the information quickly? So this is the month of October. So the business wants you that on the 30th of September, how much sales have happened? So how will you solve this business statement?
Oh, I can't think of many.
No? Okay. I'll move to Deepika maybe.
Yeah, we can use their like end of the month function. There
Mhm.
we have to mention end of the month and what field we want to fetch that like sales comma 0. Then we can get that last month last date.
With 0, will you get the last month, last date?
Sorry, -1 we will get that.
And what we are going to put in the first argument?
Sales.
What is the syntax? Sales. No.
Sorry, end of the month argument. In that argument we have to put that higher date, order date, like that. We date column we have to put there.
So we'll have to put the date column. Any date column will work. No, that's incorrect. Pooja, can you tell?
Yeah, sure. So, first question in that, total sales, in the sense you want the total sum of the sales happened in that month,
Total sum of sales happened in the
last
total sales on that particular day. Last month, last date. How will I find?
last month, last date.
Correct.
Okay. So basically, select sales On that one particular day, you meant to say.
It should be dynamic. Suppose I'm in the month of October. I should be able to see the sales of the last day of the previous month. If I'm in the month of November, then if I again execute the same query, it should give me the last day sales of October.
Okay. So basically, in this case, I'll use the date part first to get the month from the order date, so that any specific month I'll get. And for getting the specific last month, I'm not sure if there is any last day specific function or not. I need to check. And based on that, in where condition, I need to give these two conditions. So that specific month and specific date I'll get, and from that I can get the sales.
Anyone who can answer this question?
Select EO month of get date, comma -1 will get last month's last day.
Sorry, can you repeat once again?
EO month get date, comma -1. So we'll get last month's last day.
Correct. Then how will I get the sales?
Select. I'm sorry. I'm only concentrating on end of month. Can you please repeat the question if you don't mind?
I want to find out the sales that has happened in the last day. I will have multiple sales. Every day I have sales, right? I will have multiple sales happening on the last day also. I want to find out the total sales that have happened on the last day of the last one.
Okay. Select sum of sales from transactions where where date like transaction date is equal to end of month of get date, comma -1 will get the last date.
Another thing, can you use where clause with sum of sales?
No, if we want to give any condition with some aggregated filter, if we want to give, we cannot use where condition there. So if we want to find sum of sales, find the sum of sales for sales greater than 300, then we have to give having condition. We cannot use where there. We are providing a condition on date, so we can provide where in that case.
That's correct. I was just playing with you. So that is correct. So I need to find out sum of sales. So sum of sales will be necessary because on that particular there will be multiple transactions, right? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So sum of sales I need, and this should be passed within a where clause. So where whatever is the sale date that I have should be equal to, from the today's date, it should be -1. Get date, comma, -1. So it will give me and EO month is the function. End of the month function is available in SQL Server. Okay. Okay, fine. So it was a direct question to Vishal, right? Sorry, direct question to Vishal, right? It was. Next direct question is for Deepika, and Likita, you score of +5. Okay. Next question to Deepika. Suppose Deepika, my business wants to extract your informations, like I want to extract informations of whose email address has got @outlook.com. Okay. How will I extract that data and send it to the business?
Yeah, there we can use that like operator, like we are fetching that like pattern things. That's the there we can use that like the syntax is like select email from the table name and where, and email like single inverted commas @ percentage @ Outlook, like we can fetch the data.
Okay, that is correct. So you will see, the thing is that when you are talking about a syntax now, don't use English at that time, like add, like, you are using multiple things. Like you mentioned, select email from employee. Then you said add and where. So when you are putting English and, it will be sounding like you are putting and inside the query. So try to talk only query language when you are explaining the query. So select star from employee, where email like within inverted comma at the ampersand, that is your percentage side, @ outlook.com. So you'll be getting all these informations and you can send it to the business. That's correct. Okay. Positive 5 to you. Next direct question is for Pooja. So Pooja, can you tell me, suppose I need to extract my date information in a particular format that the client is suggesting. Then how will you get that job done?
Okay, so basically now we want to format the date. So for that in SQL we have convert function. So in convert function I need to give the date column. Then the for conversion we have different numbers like 101, 102 different dates are there, so that different format can be done.
So suppose I want to suppose I have a conversion style number as 101. So what will be the syntax? Just mention the convert function syntax.
Convert, let's assume for get date. Convert get date, comma, that 101.
No, that is incorrect.
3 arguments are there that I remember. First one will be get date, third one will be 103, and second one is there that I'm not recalling exactly.
Okay, no problem. Vishal, can you tell?
So hello.
Yes.
So we can give the write the syntax like a convert inside the bracket data type. Then what we want like
See, listen to the question. Don't ask the question multiple times. Okay, you need to be a good listener also. Okay, because during interview the recruiter will will once again repeat it for one more time, not more than that. Okay, and if it is simple one, if the recruiter feels that it is killing his time because within 30 minutes they have to evaluate your profile, then they will say, okay, let's move on to the next question. So please be good listeners. Okay, so the question is that I have a date. Let's consider today's date. I want to give it a style number 101. How will I do that?
okay, so with the convert function, we can write as a convert inside the bracket. So first we write as a like data type, which we want to convert. So like get date, then we can give the length.
What data type you want to convert?
So if we want a get date, then we can convert it as a date or date. Yes, date time.
Are you
And
sure?
then yes. Then we can give the length and expression of that style, whichever we want. Like we want to show as 101, like that.
Is anyone has got different opinions?
Yeah.
Yes.
Actually, in convert, we have to use the data type as varchar.
Correct.
If it's date also, we should make it as varchar, and then the date should be mentioned, and then what's the style we are going to use.
Understood. It is not a dynamic data type for conversion in a specific format. Okay. If you have to use 1000 separator, it should be a varchar. If you have to format the date, it should be a varchar. Okay. It is not a specific data type. So it is varchar. Okay. So in convert, we only use one data type, which is character data type, varchar. Okay. You can use cast function for changing your data types, but not in case of convert. Okay. So Pooja, you get 1 point. Vishal, you get 1 point. And 3 points to Daphne. Small little thing, but it has got a very major impact. Okay. Next direct question is for Likhita. So Likhita, can you tell me, I have a lot of null values that are getting generated in the dataset, and I want to check what are the different null values that I have in my dataset. How will you be able to extract that information?
May I know what different null values mean?
Different null values means nulls are getting generated at multiple fields. I want to know in all the nulls that are getting generated in multiple fields.
Okay, we can use is null command there. So for a specific field, if there is employee name and if we see any null values, and so we can get all the nulls with select employee number comma employee name, where employee name is null. In this through which we can get all the null rows which we have in the table for that specific column.
Is it possible that I extract all the nulls at once across the entire table?
Yes. I'm sorry, I'm not sure of this.
Can anyone tell? Can I extract all the nulls from the entire table at once?
We can use count star.
Count star for nulls. Count star finds count. It gives me the total number of records across the entire table. It doesn't give me nulls.
So basically in where clause, on whatever columns we got that null condition, in where clause, column 1 is null or column 2 is null. So basically for all the columns is null function need to be added with or condition in that.
So at one go, we are unable to check. We will have to put it in a where clause. So that is correct, actually. We cannot extract all the nulls present across the entire dataset. It is not possible. We'll have to go field by field. Understood? So Ligita, your answer is correct. I was just once again trying to see your logic. So we have not seen, right, extraction of all the nulls across the entire table. We have seen number of records across the entire table, but non-nulls. We cannot do that. SQL doesn't give us that option. So I'll give you, for your answer, I'll give you 3. For your logic, it's 0. Means 2 marks deduction for the counter question. Okay. Next direct question is for Daphne. So Daphne, can you tell me, if I have to find out the, if I need to find out the, if I get to basically give ranks to the employees, okay, and I want to find out the highest paying employee should get the first rank, then what will be the query? You can share your screen and write the query, okay?
Yeah. Yeah, basically for this we can use the window function. Using the window function, we can able to retrieve the data which we are solving now. We have 2 different types of ranking function, that is rank and dense rank is there. Rank will give the data in like order, but it will skip the ties. Like if we have 1, 2, 2, then it will skip and it will make us 4. Whereas in rank dense, it will make us 1, 2, 2 and then 3. So now I will write the query. We have to specify the overclass when we are writing the Windows function. So if we are going to based on a rank with all the windows, like within all the windows, and we are not going to partitioning it, then we will be using only the order by class. Like order by salary, if I am going to give, it will be order by salary, and we are getting the highest number. So the order must be in descending order. So we have to mention that. And then we can use the alias name. So with highest salary. And then we have to specify from which table we are going to retrieve the data. And this will give a rank to the specific values, and using the CTE we can able to get which is the first rank. We can
That
we
is
have
not needed. I just need to find out ranks, and the highest pay employee should get the first rank.
yeah, we can use this function like this.
Yeah, that's correct. Very good. Very good explanation. So, guys, you can observe one thing. The explanation was really nice. Means she was communicating at the same time she was sharing the screen and writing the query. That is very important, and that is a very difficult skill to master as well. So you need to be very present. Means you need to be communicating as well, and at the same time you need to think that what should be my query. So good job done that. Very nice answer. So +5 for you.
Thank you.
Okay. Next direct question is for Gajendra. Gajendra, can you tell me if I have to find out? So again, there is a screen share. You can share your screen. I'll give you a query to write. Okay. So you basically have to find out in every department how many employees are working. So we have department 10, 20, 30. So how many employees are present in department number 10, 20, and 30?
Then we select department numbers in all the employees of department. In department numbers, we have to fetch all the employees.
So question is, suppose I have multiple departments. How many employees are working in each department?
Okay.
Can you explain what are you trying to do?
I'm putting the departments.
Where are you putting the departments? Which department will you put?
Department numbers.
Means how will you put it? Means where department number? What is the meaning of this? No. Okay. If you're unable to write the query, can you explain at least? Do you know the answer or do you not? Do you know means are you able to frame the logic? Or have you understood the question?
I'm understood the question. I'm trying to fetching the department in which the
What is
employees
the
are
question?
working. You are saying that you want to fetch the employees working in all the departments.
Department-wise, total number of people who's working.
Yes.
So in your data set, which all are the informations that are present? In your employee 2024 table, what are the particular fields wherein you will find this information?
I can use the select star, in which select star I can fetch all the department.
No, that's incorrect. Okay, no problem. Sorry, -5 for you, Rajendra. I'll move this question to Manmesh.
Yes, hi, Deep. Share my screen.
Yes.
I hope you're able to see my screen.
Yes.
Okay. So I've written this query stating that we need to check as per your question. I've written select. Then I'm checking the count of employees with respect to employee name from the from the column. I'm checking all the employee name, that is the count of employee, and then giving it as a LIS as count, and also the department number from employee table, and I'm grouping the department number so that we can get the individual count of the employees in each department.
So suppose tomorrow, if there is a null value that is getting generated in your names of the employees, will your query work?
It won't work. I'll have to change the query with as count star. As count star includes all the null values.
Okay, that's good. Yeah. So 5 marks to you, Manmesh. Okay. So next direct question is to Vishal. So Vishal, what are case statements?
Case statement. So, okay. So, case statement in the SQL, it allows you to search the conditional statements. It will give you the use the logic of if, then, else logic in a SQL queries. So there is a two types of case statement, which is one is a simple case statement and other is a search case statement. And the syntax for the case statement would be like we can write as a case expression, then when condition, and then if the condition is correct, then result once. Similarly, when there is a second condition, then result there is a second result, and if the both the conditions are like did not match with the condition, we can give the like else with the user given result as like that, and we can end this statement with the given end statement, like end this query with the end statement.
That's correct. Good. 5 points to you. Okay. Next direct question is for Priya.
Yeah.
So Priya, okay. Okay, can you share your screen? There is a query that you looked up, right?
Yes. Yes.
Okay. So here what I need to do is that I need to find out the number of employees working in any particular department, which is greater than 3. If there is more than 3 employees in a particular department, only then show me those departments. How will you do that?
Select. We use a count function. Star as number of employee. Sorry. And department number will display. then group by, department number. Having salary.
Not
Sorry,
salary. I
sorry,
want
sorry. The
number of.
okay. Then count. Sorry. Star is greater than 3. Let me run.
Yep, that's correct. Good.
Thank you.
So positive 5 to you, Priya. Next direct question is for Satya. So Satya, can you tell me, my business basically wants my business basically wants you to extract the informations of my sales. Okay. And the sales should be based on the products that I have. Okay. So multiple products, multiple sales. I should be able to get the total number of sales for every product that I have. Also, they want to see that each product belongs to a particular category or zone. Okay. So in zone 1, there are multiple products. In zone 2, there are multiple products. They also want to see zone wise total number of sales that I have done, and also want to see that overall how much sales that I have generated. So what will you propose to the business in order to fetch this information?
So I can use a cube function over here to get the totals of from all the zones and from the total from the regions as well.
So how will you write? Can you share your screen and write the query? Let's take some fictitious fields. Let's try to build the query.
So can you please let me know the
So
fields?
imagine anything. Imagine a table. There are some zones. There are some products. So zone is one field. Product is one field.
So we'll require zone and products. Right? Select. Unable to write this query, but we can use this cube inside the group by to get the sum of.
That's I've understood. Q function will be necessary for a subtotal, but if you are unable to write the query, I won't be able to give you full marks for this. Now imagine where is your zone? Your zones, I cannot see the zones. Imagine what the recruiter has asked. Zone wise, he wants to find out how much sales that have happened in every product for that particular zone. and the total sales that have occurred as well.
We can take zones also. Yeah. I'm unable to recall the function over here.
Okay, no problem. No, I've written it correctly. The main problem that has happened is that zone gets the first priority. So when you are selecting it, it should be select zones, comma product. And in your group by also, I need to categorize it based on the zones that I have. So in group by cube, zones, comma products. So now you have written the query without understanding. You need to basically understand what you are doing. Otherwise, your query won't be correct. Okay. So I'll give you 2.5 points for this. Okay. Next direct question is for Likhita. So Likhita, can you tell me the order of operation of clauses in SQL?
Okay, so the order of execution goes like this. First, the table will be selected. So from table, and then we have to give the where clause. All the conditions will be selected from where, and then if there is any grouping, if we want to do, then group by will be done. From where group by, and then having, and then select columns will be done, and then order by will be done.
Very good. Nice. Good job. Let's move to Daphne. Direct questions to you. So Daphne, can you tell me what is the importance of constraints in a database?
Yeah. Constraint we can also say as integrity constraint. We are using this constraint uh, to stop the user from entering any invalid data. We basically wants to follow the structuring format for database that will be used for analysis purpose. So when we are declaring some data, like some column into the table, we should provide some with some constraints so that the data will not provide with any invalid data. So for future analysis, we can use it. We have different types of constraints in it, and we have 6 types of constraint: not null, unique, primary, foreign, check, and default. We can use these constraints on our data, like when we are declaring it. And different constraint has different specialities, like not null will not enter any null values, like unique, it should not be accept any duplicate. So check, it will check before entering any value, it will check whether some conditions that they have followed. Using constraint, we can specify this and the data will be clean.
Very good. Good answer. 5 points. Next direct question is for Pooja. So Pooja, can you tell me what's the difference between a primary key and a unique key?
Okay, so primary key and unique key, these both are the constraints which we can apply on table. On any table, we can have one single primary key. In primary key, data will be unique and null value will not be accepted. But in case of unique key will also have the unique values as name suggests, but one time single null is allowed. And if we want to convert unique key into primary key, then on that column, we need to apply the unique key along with not null condition.
So how many primary keys can we apply on a particular table?
Only one primary key will be there. And if you want to have multiple columns having similar functionality, then as I mentioned, unique key constraint along with not null function can be used.
It's good. 5 points to you. Next direct question is to Manmesh. So Manmesh, so it's a scenario-based question, okay? So suppose your customer table allows duplicate email entries by mistake, but the business now wants to ensure that every email ID is unique, but existing duplicates must be handled. How will you do that?
We can
Existing
use the
duplicate must be.
Must be handled.
hello.
Hello.
Yes, I get it. Okay. So since yes, am I audible?
Yes, you are.
My internet is little slow. Okay. So since the table already has some duplicate values, and we the as per the business requirement, we don't need the duplicate values in future. Then we can use a constraint that is with check. Forgot. With no check, we can enter with no check that the duplicate with no check.
So my
Check if the
question, I'll repeat my question again. My
yes.
question was not that I want to keep the duplicate informations as well. The question was that there were some duplicate entries that has happened in a email field maybe, but by mistakenly there were no constraints and there were multiple duplicate emails that got generated. Now what you need to do is that you need to ensure that this mistake is not repeated, and the existing data that has come, that is also required to be handled because I cannot keep duplicates in my table. So if you are putting with no check, the duplicates will
Okay.
still be there. So what steps will you follow in order to meet this requirement?
Okay, so what we can do is we can use an alter command to change the constraint which has been applied. As in, we can even implement a constraint that is the not the unique constraint in order to so that the further
But it won't allow you, na?
entries won't be duplicated.
So that is for future, but currently you won't be able
It won't
to.
allow duplicate values.
No, it won't allow you to alter the constraint also. Or it won't allow you to add the constraint because there is already multiple duplicates. It allows only one duplicate, unique constraint. And you cannot use with no check also because that will ensure that the duplicates are already, which are already generated, should be there. Hey, easy question. It is very easy question. What you will have to do in this case? I've given you a scenario, but the scenario is actually very easy. You're just thinking scenario. That's the reason you're getting into the complex thought process. No? Okay. Fine. Maybe I'll move this question to Deepika.
Call.
Nothing to recall. It's very basic question. Deepika?
Yeah, Deep, I do not getting that logic properly.
Okay. Satya?
Yes, Deepi, I'm not able to recall the logic.
Anyone who can understand the question?
Yeah.
Yes, Satya.
Actually, we have to delete. First of all, we have to check whether there is any duplicate values available in the table using query. And then we have to delete it. And after that, we have to use the unique constraint.
Correct. Already the duplicates are getting generated in the email ID. You have to at first detect where the count is having count star greater than 1. Wherever the count star is greater than 1, you will find out that these are the IDs that I have. So you can delete that. So delete star from this to where clause. Okay. So that can be done. Okay.
Deep, I have a doubt.
Mhm.
So if we apply with no check command, so with no check functionalities, it will keep the data as is, and if there is any future data, then it will make sure that there are no duplicates, right? So can we do that as well, or we
We
have
can't because you won't be able to superimpose unique constraint. Yes, you can do that for future. Let's say if I say that if you are using with no check, then you can do on that existing table. But if you are not using no check, you won't be able to apply the unique constraint there. Okay. So the future data will not get affected if you are using with no check. But the question here was that I have to handle the already existing duplicates that is there in my table. So I'll have to delete that. I have to find it out at first, then delete it, and then add the constraint. Okay. So it was a direct question to Manmesh, I guess, right? So Manmesh, I can't give you any point here. Let's give you one benefit of doubt. And Daphne, you'll get 4 points. Okay. Next direct question is for Priya. So Priya, again a scenario-based question. You need to make sure that the table that you're working, okay, suppose there is an orders table and there is a column called as suppose say order amount. That order amount column can never be less than 0. Okay. So how will you be able to achieve that?
Using check constraint within bracket order amount is less than 0, that condition.
But what was my question? My question was, your answer is correct, but still it is incorrect. My question was the order amount should never be less than 0. So if you're doing a check constraint, then the order amount should always be greater than 0, right? Not less than 0. Your answer is correct that I need to put a check constraint and then I'll have to mention the order amount should be greater than 0, not less than 0. Okay. See, why these things happens is that, see, the main problem of these kinds of answers, these are very common scenarios that we observe during the time of recruitment. When you deliver these kinds of answers, then your recruiter will assume that you know the answer, but the recruiter will develop a doubt on you stating that now if this happens in front of the client, like client is going east, you are going west. You are unable to understand the question, though you know the answer. You have correctly come to the conclusion that it should be a check constraint, but you forgot what that question was. So there is a gap that is getting created. So please try to listen to the question really very well. If possible, note down the question. It is fine that you write something on paper. You can tell that I will be keeping a paper so that I do not have to ask you to repeat the question. So immediately write something so that, and the recruiter will tell you that okay, go. They will give you a thumbs up if you do that. If they do not want you to write, then they will tell you no, do not keep any paper or pen in front of you. Then don't. But you be transparent and tell if you are unable to remember the points. And there should not be such a long delay when you are answering. I was about to say that, okay, let's move to someone. And then you started saying that it's a check constraint. So that joining the dots that you are doing, that processing time is high. Okay, you have to reduce that to your practice.
Sure.
So I won't be able to give you full marks because of that small mistake, it's actually a complete blunder. Okay, so it's a -5 for you.
Okay.
So next direct question is for Gajendra. Gajendra, are you prepared with constraints?
Yes.
Okay. So a scenario-based question to you. So consider we have two tables. Okay. There is one parent table and there is a child table. That means there is a primary key and foreign key relationship that has got created. So let's consider the parents table is an orders table and the child table is the order details. Okay, please keep a note of this information. The parent table is an orders table and the child is basically order details. So Now my scenario is that when my order is deleted, my related order details should also get deleted. How will I be able to achieve this?
First of all, foreign key is related to the primary key. That it is a parent or child relationship you tell, and you have told me, and you are fetching the order details. You
Again, listen to the question correctly. See, these are scenario-based questions. The recruiter cannot repeat the same thing over and over again. And the recruiter has told you, please make a note, okay, or please remember the points. We have two tables. One is order table, and another table is an order details table. Okay. So now my business wants that if an order is deleted from the orders table, the order table is basically a parent table, then the order details should also be automatically deleted. How will I be able to set up this kind of configuration?
we can use uh, delete function, uh, delete command there for deleting the order table, and it is linked to the foreign. It is linked to the order details also as an foreign key. If I will delete orders, then it will automatically delete the order details column also.
How? Generally, it won't allow. Default feature is it doesn't allow.
Then we can use delete. We have four options. Then delete, on delete cascade, on delete set null, and on delete default. If we use first option, the on delete, there will be no action.
What you are saying, it is not making any meaning to me. Answer with relevance to the question, right? You are giving me all points, all options you're giving me. Should I go with all option or should I listen to every option that you are explaining?
We will go for the first option, and it will be giving me no action.
कुछ भी लिसन टू द क्वेश्चन ना क्या पूछा गया क्वेश्चन पे ऑर्डर पे डिलीट होगा तो ऑर्डर डिटेल्स भी हटेगा तो क्या है ये फंक्शनलिटी किस में आता है किस में है ये फंक्शनलिटी एक जगह पे डिलीट होगा तो ऑटोमेटिकली दूसरा वाला भी इम्पैक्ट होगा किस में आता है ये बताओगा जनरल किस में आता है ये तो मैं चार ऑप्शन बताया ना ऑन डिलीट नो एक्शन कैस्केड सेट नल ये सब किस में आता है ये फंक्शनलिटी
द फोर्थ ऑप्शन.
फोर्थ ऑप्शन कौन सा भाई होता है फोर्थ क्या है तुम्हारे लिए फोर्थ कुछ अलग हो सकता है मेरे लिए फोर्थ अलग हो सकता है
ऑन डिलीट सेट नल.
सेट नल है नल सेट कर रहे क्या क्वेश्चन समझो ना सपोज मैंने ऑर्डर हटाया तो उसके डिटेल्स भी हटेगा पेरेंट मरा चाइल्ड भी मरा एक साथ दोनों मर गए कैसे होगा कैस्केड ना कैस्केड ही होता है ना एक जगह पे हटेगा तो दूसरी जगह पे जाएगा
ऑन डिलीट कैस्केड.
मैं कोशिश कर रहा हूँ तुमको मार्क्स देने के लिए तुम फुल लगे हुए हो कि मुझे मार्क्स दो ही मत तीन डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन पूछा तीनों में आंसर नहीं दे पाए और मैंने पूछा कंस्टेंट्स किए हो क्या तुमने बोला हाँ मैंने किया है ओके नेक्स्ट डायरेक्ट क्वेश्चन इज फॉर चलो विशाल okay so a scenario for you okay so there is an employee table okay so in the employee table the department id must must match a valid department in the department table how will you achieve this so in the employee table the department id must match a valid department in the department table You're on mute if you speak.
Hello.
Yes.
So I can use here the foreign key constraint to ensure that every value of the department ID in employee and it must be exist in like our department's table. So
What
suppose
will be the syntax?
for the so we can give like create a table employee like we have employee ID integer, or we can give the data type as an integer, then primary key. Suppose we have add one more column as employee name, then varchar varchar 50 suppose, then there is a department ID. So this is telling about the child table, right? So then there is a constraint which is used by foreign key for the department ID, and we can give the reference of our department table here. So references like a reference department ID.
Yeah, that's correct. So we will have to impose a foreign key here. Good. Okay, next question is for Deepika. So Deepika, if I want to find out the top performer of the current month, how will I be able to achieve that? So suppose there are sales in this current month, who's the top performer? How will I be able to achieve this?
There we can use the top condition like can you elaborate the question? Actually, I'm not getting the properly.
Sales. Okay, I'm a sales company. People are selling products. I want to see who's the top performer of the current month.
Current, yeah. There we have to use that date part to fetch the current month, and on top of that, I need to put that top
You can
sales.
you can share your screen and write the query. It will be easy for you to write rather than explain them.
Okay, I will try. I am sharing my screen. The question was top performer
Of the current month.
Yeah. We have to fetch the current month details. In that scenario, we have to use the date part. From the date part, we can get that particular month. Like select if we have sales. Let us assume there is a EMP table, customer table. Here we need to fetch that current month, right? For that we can use the date part. Date part. We can give that month we have to fetch, and after that we have to give that order date. Whatever column we have regarding with the date, and that's it. date. In that date we can get that we have to put that top sale. Yeah.
Like this from customer date part. What type of query is this?
Sorry, come on.
You mentioned select top sales from customer.
Yes.
First of all, top and then sales. Will it understand?
No, we have to we can yeah, by using top we can give that integer also how many top rows we want to fetch.
How many we want to fetch?
But you
What
said
is your question? Your question is on the top. You have put it inside the comments. What, according to the question, what should be the top value?
performer means customer. Top one customer. I am understand.
Performer sales. Suppose you are working in a sales domain. You are selling something. So you are an employee. Who's the top performer? It is very easy to understand this question. Top performer, right? Based on the sales, I will determine who has done the maximum number of sales. See. These are the actual questions that will get asked. Initially, when I asked the basic questions, people were performing well. But in these questions, you're getting stuck. That should not happen. So basically, what is the need of this problem statement? You need to understand. So they want the top performer, right? So if they want the top performer, then basically I need the highest one. So I basically need select top one. I need the name of that employee. I need the sales of that employee as well, right? Oops. Understood up till here? What are the informations that are needed? So these two informations will be needed, right? I need the name of the person and how much sales that has done. And I need the top one, okay? And if I'm doing a top one, then basically what we have learned that if you do a top one, I will get the data like the way the data is arranged. So that means I will have to arrange my data as well. So there will be some sorting of data that will be necessary. So this will be extracted from whatever table that I have. Now, this is the extraction that has happened. Okay. And I know that I need to order my data as well. So order by sum of sales descending. Why is my shift not working? But this is not the problem statement. This I am getting the highest sales, top one for sure. But my condition is for this month. Okay. So that means there is some underlying logic that is required to be built now. So for this current month, that means I need to find out I need to check that whether my month matches with the sales date or not. So where condition will come into place. So where I have the month function. So suppose there is whatever sales date field will be there, right? Because day wise that data is also getting captured, where my sales date month is equivalent to the how will you find out the current month? Month of get date, na? This is my current month because today if I pass that becomes my current day, and from that day if I am extracting the month, then that becomes the current month.
Yes.
Right? And also what I need to find out, it should match with the year also, right? Current month means, and the year also should match. So that means year of your sales date is equal to year of your whatever get date. This is my query. I will be getting the top 1 sales based on the current month. Okay, if there are 2 employees, I will get the top 2 also. Understood? Clear? So this is how you need to write your query as well. That go to the basics, frame the conditions based on the basics that you are writing. So if you are putting a top, you cannot write top sales. It won't understand. And if you are writing top 1 sales, then it will extract the data like the way the data is stored. We will have to arrange the data. So definitely if I'm using top, I will have to order it as well based on whatever conditions that I have. So these are the relatable questions, logics. Clear, understood? Is everyone on the same page? Okay. So this is incorrect. See, these are the difficult questions that will get asked. Okay. So don't make mistakes in these questions. These are not very difficult questions in terms of logics, but these are difficult questions in terms of understanding and executing within a live environment. Once you know the answer, you will feel like, "Arey, this was easy." But you will have to join the dots. Okay. Okay, so that's incorrect. Next direct question is for Satya. So Satya, again, this is a query that you will have to write. Okay, so you can share your screen. Let me then ask you the question. Easy query, understand, and then you basically try to see what you can do. I will have to basically, in this case, generate some formatted full names. Okay, suppose you have a customer table, and in the customer table, there are some columns. Suppose say first name, middle name, and last name. 3 names are there. So what you need to do is that you need to format it in this way. Mr. Then there should be the first name should be suppose say John. Middle name suppose say A. Are you writing? Yeah. Mr. John. Then A dot and then Smith. And this middle name A should be extracted from the middle name that's been entered into the database. The middle name can be long. Okay. So it can be John Andrew Smith. So it should be Mr. Dot. Okay. So Mr. Dot John. So Mr. Dot, there is no comma. Okay. Mr. John, there is no comma here. There should be A, then there should be a dot. Smith. Okay. And the original data that you have is John Andrew Smith. It should be now extracted in Mr. John A. Smith, A. Dot Smith. How will you do that? And it should be dynamic. Okay. You cannot just write it like the way you should write, but it should be dynamic.
So we can use a concatenate function over here. So like, select concat, then this we can put Mr. Dot and bracket, and then John we can extract from the ename, like the field name. That will be dynamic, like any name is taken. Comma will require a dot as well, right? So that is middle name. So middle name also we can extract from the field name. We'll suppose we'll take middle underscore name, comma, and then last name.
But middle name is Andrew.
Okay. So we just want a dot, right? So instead of this, we can use over here like operator.
How?
percentage.
So now my name also comes, for example, you are making it A dot. If my name comes, suppose say Deep Kumar Chaudhary, then K dot should also come. So how will you? It should be dynamic. My question is, it's not only for Andrew. It's just an example. It should be dynamic for all.
So we can like take middle name over here to make it dynamic.
How will you make it dynamic? You took middle name earlier, right? It was yes. How it can be middle name dot percentage? It's not matching, right? Like operator won't work.
So like operator won't work over here. We can take middle name and then dot over here.
But middle name is a full Andrew, right? It is not E or Kumar. It is full.
So we can use left operator for middle, left of middle name, and then comma 1. So it will take just the initial first letter from the middle name, and then we can give dot over here, and then the last name.
Like this.
Yeah, so
It
the
will
from
work.
left of middle.
So much probing that I'm doing in real time, the recruiter won't probe so much.
Right. Yeah.
Your dot will work. With left, you are using a dot. Is it going to work?
So now it should work. Like in left, I have given the first initial and then comma dot.
Then also this query, how your query will return. Means what answer will you get with this query?
A dot.
Will it work exactly like the way it's there on top?
Master dot rename.
How many years of experience do you have? The recruiter will ask this question. What will you say?
So holding 5+ years of experience.
With 5+ years of experience, why you're not paying attention to details?
All right.
समझे?
Right.
कहाँ मिस्टेक हो रहा है? It's a very easy question. लेफ्ट पे आने के लिए पूरा दुनिया घूम लिया तुमने. और रिक्रूटर के पास उतना समय नहीं है, उसको इवैल्यूएट करना है तुम्हारा प्रोफाइल. उसके मन में 50 क्वेश्चन से पूछना है उसको 1 घंटा 40 मिनट के अंदर. एंड इज नॉट गेटिंग स्कोप. वो उसने देख लिया ये नहीं कर पा रहे, चलो उसके रिलेटेड जो भी क्वेश्चन है फंक्शन रिलेटेड ही विल अवॉइड. मे बी और एक फंक्शन पूछ लेगा, उसमें भी अगर स्ट्रगल कर दिया तो रिजेक्ट, खत्म. इतने इजी क्वेश्चन में तुम इतना स्ट्रगल नहीं कर सकते. यू विल हैव टू, योर प्रोसेसिंग टाइम शुड बी फास्ट.
Right.
So I won't be able to give you marks over here. Sorry. Okay. 5 or 10 minutes more. Okay. Sorry guys for extending. Next direct question is for Likhita. Okay. Listen to the question. Okay. Questions, the query is not difficult, but you need to understand the question. The question is that you need to find out the average order value per customer, and you need to round it to 2 decimal place. How will you do that?
Okay. So
You can share your screen and write a query. Question, listen to the question once again. There is something which is hidden in this question. Okay, so pay attention to the details. If average suna, round suna, तो उसके ऊपर मत जाओ. You need to find out the average order value per customer, and you need to round it to 2 decimal place.
okay, so we have orders table and we have to find the average order value. So we are assuming that we have a sales column as well.
Yeah, order value maybe.
Order value. Yes. Okay. So average of order value, and we have to find it per customer. So we have to get customer. We can get customer's name as there is an aggregated column, and we have to get per customer. So we can group it by customer. And also you asked for round to 2 decimal places. So we can use round function, and we can give 2.
That's correct. Good. But again, recruiter will not ask you that pay attention to this and that. So next time I will just ask a question. You will have to join the dots that what are the underlying things that the recruiter wants. But good job. Good explanation. So when you explain at the same time you write, that's a better way of expressing yourselves. Okay. Next direct question is for, suppose, say, Priya.
Yes.
Priya. Let's ask Priya. So listen to the question carefully. Okay. In a sales order table, you need to display the order from the last 7 days. And you need to display the last 7 days with the date in the format of DD, MM, YY. Or maybe say 102.
Last 7 days.
You need to basically display the orders from the last 7 days with a date format of DD, MM, YY. So don't concentrate on DD, MM, YY at first. First concentrate on the sales from the last 7 days. Or maybe give me the order IDs from the last 7 days, whatever sales that have happened. Give me the order IDs of the last 7 days. How will you do it? Everyone write this query in your respective systems, okay? Any idea? What is your thought process? I basically want to know your thought process. Silence won't help me. We are in the learning stage, we can make mistakes, that's fine.
It is using date add function, like
You're correct. Now, how to use it in your query?
a date add arguments are
Share your screen. Write it. You won't ऐसे दिमाग में नहीं होता है query. मैं तो नहीं कर पाता, but तुम लोग शायद कर पाओगे.
seven days.
चैट जीपीटी काहे खोल के बैठे हो? एग्जाम में बैठे हो?
तो कल से सब चालू है.
अच्छा.
-7 date and celebration as a display order date.
इतना लिख लिया फिर उसके बाद तो इजी है, यही इंपॉर्टेंट.
Get that sorry.
Okay, what I need to find out basically the order IDs, right? Format बाद में देखेंगे, मतलब जो order date है वो बाद में देखेंगे. So I need the basically the order IDs at first. So select order ID from orders table, where there should be an order date also, where my order date space का है नहीं काम कर रहा है. Enter नहीं काम कर रहा है. Where my order date should be greater than this. This is the basic question that I need the order IDs that has happened. That means the orders that I have placed in the last 7 days. Okay, greater than equal to hoga basically, not greater than. Greater than last 7 days. So the first day should also be included as well. So when my order date should be greater than. And now if I have to find out the dates also, means on which date these orders have come, then I will have to use a convert function over here. Convert varchar order date and 101 जो भी है as date. Understood. But my question was this, that I need to find out the orders that have happened since the last 7 days. So my order date should be greater. Condition, now in condition there are two things that are required to be changed. There should be one value which is getting checked with another value. You are writing one value, but what is the other value? The other value is this one, the order date that we have. Here.
Yes.
Okay. Next question. Kajendra, will you be able to do some redemption? Or should I go to Priya? Hey, sorry, Pooja. Will you be able to answer this scenario-based question? Okay, let me give you one simple question. Then I'll come to Pooja. So Pooja, be ready with your screen. So Gajendra, a theoretical question just to see whether you're able to catch hold of the questions or not. Can you explain me what is retrieve time?
Retrieve time is the time taken by the server and process the request and send it back to the client.
Time taken by the server
to process the request and get deliver back to the client after processing the command.
Okay. Now a few counter questions based on it. Okay. So now, what is SSMS? It is a client or a server?
SSMS is a server.
SSMS is a server. Are you sure?
Yes.
That is incorrect. SSMS is a client because you are using that to send the request to the server. This is a platform where you are writing your queries.
Platform.
It is connected. The first thing what it asks, connect to the server. The first thing that you do, a credential, right? I wanted to check that whether you understand this or not. तो सिर्फ मेमोराइज मत करो गजेंद्र, सिर्फ याद रट्टा मारोगे ना कुछ नहीं होगा. समझ के करो कि क्या मैं पढ़ रहा हूँ. वो तो इम्पोर्टेंट है ना कि ये जो पढ़ रहा हूँ सही भी है कि नहीं, दीप जो पढ़ा रहा है वो सही भी है कि नहीं, वो भी क्वेश्चन कर सकते हो. ऐसा कुछ प्रॉब्लम नहीं है. खुद अपने रिसर्चेस करो थोड़ा. ओके, सो पूजा, क्वेश्चन टू यू. Okay, what should I ask? Okay, let me ask one question for here. Suppose, for example, I want to find out the total salary that I'm giving to an organization or to a specific individual based on the employees table that you have. Can you write a query to find out the total salary for these people? You can share your screen.
Is it visible?
Yes.
So
the total salary that I'm spending for every individual. Total salary, how will you find out total salary?
So person wise or how?
individual wise.
So we want the individual wise. So I'll take the name and we want the total salary. So now I'll group it by using name. We can give some ideas to this also.
But I sure this is the result that I want. Will you have in your employee table, can you have similar data? If you're doing a total sum of salary means that if there are multiple entries, then if I do a sum of salary, it will give me. But this is an employee table. It cannot have multiple entries for a particular employee.
That's why I confused. I ask you again, like you want per specific person.
Check your data set. What do you mean by this question? What is total salary based on this data set that you have?
So basically, in employee table, employee cannot be repeated. So
Cannot be repeated,
the
correct.
salary given in that will be the total salary only.
What is how much Alan should get for this entire year?
This one, 1600.
Why? Incentive is not a part of his salary. Variable payout is not a part of your salary.
Then I mean that details need to be mentioned, like if what percentage of percent.
You're in your data set that you have, there is a field called as commission.
Okay, I'm sorry, I missed this column. Yeah. So instead of this, I'll have, so now group by won't be required, and we'll have altogether new column with this one. Just 1 minute. Shri, 1 minute. I'm sorry for the background noise.
No problem. It's fine. It's fine. So we understand.
Maybe if there is also someone with that might not be the case, but suppose we can add this one we can go to.
That's correct now. What do you do? Time. Okay. So this time you need to reduce, you need to understand based on the data set. If someone is asking based on your data set or any data set that's been given by you, the answer should be relevant to the question.
I missed this one column, so
That's fine, but your query is correct now. Okay, cool. So Pooja, instead of 5, I'll give you 4 because I had to probe. Okay, so let's keep it up till here. So I hope you guys have understood in which areas you guys were making mistakes and what are the things that are required to be done. If I just quickly do the addition of all the questions that you have answered.